Hey kids, it's July 31st, Friday. Today I did a little construction work around the house. There were 2 jobs I wanted to finish. One went pretty well, the other one, not so much. I'll try again tomorrow or sometime next week. I now have a few scratches and bruises on my hands and arms to prove that effort does not always equal competence. Luckily, your mother had a calmer day while you were at school, so she managed to get some rest. Now I can hear her upstairs trying to get both of you into bed. The younger one wants to play. The older one wants to do pretty much anything except sleep. And I literally ran downstairs to steal a little me time. We are tired. And perhaps because our vacation is ending and work begins again soon, I have a mild case of Monday blues, even though it is still Friday. So today, I want to talk about work. Work has always been important to me. I enjoy working. I've cared about my career, probably sometimes more than I should have. My thinking about careers has changed over the years, and we'll talk about that many times. But one day, one of you may come home carrying a problem that does not fit inside a school bag. Perhaps you'll sit at the table and say, "Dad, I don't know whether I should stay in my job. Maybe the salary is excellent, but every Monday morning feels heavy. Maybe you like the people, but you've stopped learning. Maybe the work is exciting and teaches you enormously, but you barely earn enough to build the life you want." And perhaps you'll ask, how do I know whether a job is actually good? There are a few ways I would think about it. One piece of advice I like from Charlie Munger is essentially this: don't sell something you wouldn't buy yourself. Don't work for people you don't respect, and try to work with people you genuinely enjoy. I think that is excellent guidance. Work occupies far too much of your life to spend it promoting something you don't believe in, reporting to someone whose character you distrust, or sitting beside people who slowly drain the energy out of you. But I also have another framework that has helped me for almost 20 years. I originally heard it from a leader I respected. A good job, I believe, should give you 3 things. You should earn, you should learn, and you should have fun. Imagine 3 lamps in a room. One says earn, one says learn, and one says fun. When all 3 are shining brightly, appreciate it. You have probably found something special. You are being paid well enough for your needs and responsibilities. You are developing, and you genuinely enjoy enough of the experience. Do not assume every job will give you all 3 at the same time. Life is rarely that generous. But I believe that most of the time, at least 2 lamps should be reasonably bright. Let's start with earn and learn, but not much fun. Perhaps the work is intense. The hours are long. The environment is demanding. You may not wake up excited every morning, but you are earning well and building valuable skills. That can make perfect sense for a season. Maybe you are building expertise, taking on greater responsibility, learning how to lead, saving money, proving to yourself that you can handle difficult things. Not everything valuable is enjoyable while you are doing it. But remember this: a season should not quietly become a decade. If the fun lamp has been dark for years, ask yourselves whether the sacrifice is still worth it. Now imagine learning and having fun, but not earning very much. That can also be a very good deal, especially when you are young. I made choices like that early in my career. Sometimes I valued the learning opportunity more than the immediate salary. Perhaps you have a brilliant manager. You are gaining experience very quickly. The people around you are inspiring. The work opens doors for the future. Accepting less money intentionally for learning can be an investment in yourselves. But be practical too. Meaningful work does not pay the electricity bill simply because it is meaningful. Eventually, your financial needs matter. Rent matters. Food matters. A family may depend on you. So make that trade deliberately, not romantically. Then there is earning and having fun. but not learning very much. At first, that may sound like the dream. Good money, nice people, comfortable days. Why would you leave? Maybe you shouldn't. There are periods in life when stability and comfort are exactly what you need. But this combination has a hidden danger. You can become extremely good at doing something that the world is slowly learning not to need. You feel comfortable, so you stop developing. Technology changes, industries change, skills change, and suddenly the comfortable job becomes a golden cage. You are well paid enough that leaving feels painful, but you have stopped building whatever will come next. This is especially relevant today with all the changes happening around artificial intelligence. By the time you watch this, perhaps this period will already be something you study in history or business school, but the principle will remain. Comfort today does not guarantee relevance tomorrow. Keep learning. Now, what happens when only one lamp is on? If you are only earning, eventually you may feel that you have rented out your life. You receive money, but almost nothing else comes back. No development, no joy, no sense of meaning. That may be necessary temporarily. People do what they have to do. Never look down on someone doing difficult work to support themselves or their family. But if you have choices, pay attention. If you are only learning, you may eventually wonder whether your employer is benefiting far more from your sacrifice than you are. Learning is valuable. But at some point, value created should usually translate into some form of fair reward. And if you are only having fun, then congratulations. You may have found a very enjoyable hobby with office hours. Again, depending on your circumstances, one lamp can be enough for a limited period. Life is complicated, but one lamp shining alone for too long is usually a warning. And if none of the lamps are on, you are not earning enough. You are learning nothing useful, and you hate being there. That is information. It does not mean you should throw your laptop through a window and resign that afternoon. Please don't make major life decisions purely from anger or exhaustion. Leaving recklessly can create a much larger problem than staying for another few months. But if all three lamps are dark, begin planning. Build your savings, update your skills, speak to people, explore the market, create options. Then leave responsibly when you can. There is something else I want to clarify. When I say work should be fun, I do not mean every day should feel like a holiday. Even the best job will frustrate you. People will disappoint you. Projects will fail. You will sometimes be bored. You will be tired. You may be overlooked. You may make mistakes. You will occasionally sit through meetings that feel as though they are shortening your life. That is normal. Fun means something deeper. You enjoy enough of the people around you. You laugh sometimes. You feel alive often enough. There are problems you genuinely enjoy solving. You feel proud of some of what you create. And when Friday comes, you do not consistently feel that 5 days of your life simply disappeared. That distinction matters. A meaningful job can contain bad days. A bad job can contain fun moments. Look at the pattern, not one afternoon. And that brings me back to Munger's advice. Perhaps that framework tells you something about whom you should work with and what kind of integrity to protect. Do I believe in what I am doing? Would I personally stand behind what I am selling or creating? Do I respect the people leading me? Do I enjoy the people beside me? And then the three lamps ask what the job gives back. Am I earning? Am I learning? Am I having fun? You do not need perfect answers, but please give yourselves honest ones. And here is a principle I want you to remember. 2 out of 3 may be enough to stay, but the missing third often tells you how long you should stay. If you are earning and learning but miserable, perhaps you can tolerate that while you build something important. But for how long? If you are learning and having fun, but earning very little, perhaps that is a fantastic investment early in your career. But for how long? If you are earning and enjoying yourself, but no longer developing, perhaps that comfort is exactly what you need during a demanding period of family life. But again, for how long? The missing lamp is not automatically a reason to leave. It is something to watch. I have personally experienced almost every combination. There have been times when all 3 lamps were brightly lit. Those were wonderful. There have been 2 lamp jobs, 1 lamp periods, and times when I realized that almost none of them were giving much light anymore. That is part of having a career. Your needs also change. At 22, learning may matter more than income. At 35, with a family and mortgage, earning may carry greater weight. At another stage, perhaps you intentionally choose less career acceleration because your children are young and your attention belongs somewhere else. That is not failure. That is prioritization. Your job has to fit your life. Your life should not constantly be reshaped to fit your job. We spoke recently about the jar and the rocks. Work matters. For me, it has always been one of the important parts of my life. But it is not the whole jar. Your health matters. Your relationships matter. Your character matters. Your peace of mind matters. Your family matters. So when you judge your career, do not ask only, how much am I earning? Salary is easy to measure, which makes it tempting to use as the main scoreboard. But ask what the job is costing too. What is happening to your health? What is happening to your relationships? What are you becoming? Are you proud of the way you behave at work? Are you learning useful things? Do the people around you make you better or slowly turn you into someone you don't like? Those costs and benefits may never appear on a payslip, but they are real. And please remember another thing. Do not make an important career decision in the middle of one terrible day. You will occasionally hate a perfectly good job. You will have a bad boss meeting, a frustrating customer, a failed project, a disappointing review. You may feel underappreciated. Sleep on it. Look for patterns. Ask whether the problem is temporary or structural. Talk to people you trust. And then make a deliberate decision rather than an emotional escape. We discussed something similar when talking about determination and adaptability. Do not stay only because you have already invested years. That is sunk cost. But do not leave only because today was uncomfortable. Wisdom sits somewhere between those extremes. Kids, a career is not merely how you make money. It is where you may spend tens of thousands of hours of your life. That deserves thought. Choose carefully what you sell. Choose carefully whom you follow. Choose carefully whom you sit beside. And wherever you work, try to earn. Try to learn. Try to enjoy enough of the journey. When all 3 lamps are shining, appreciate them. When one goes dark, notice it. And when the whole room has been dark for far too long, do not convince yourselves that darkness is simply what work is supposed to feel like. Create options. Then move wisely. And do not ever forget, I love you both very, very much.